Regrets. Written and illustrated by Rainiel Christopher A. Tenorio. Rogelio left his wife, Corazon, about a year ago. She was overweight. She had stretch marks and gray hair. She wore tasteless clothes. His wife simply stopped being attractive to him. "Look at yourself," he told her while she was crying, as if begging and longing for love and affection from him which he could no longer feel for her at that moment. "I don't want to live with someone like you anymore," Rogelio exclaimed, then went out of the door without looking back at his wife and children. "Mamang, where is Papang going?" asked Mark, 10 years old, their first child. Corazon was not supposed to have an answer. She cried hard but tried to compose herself, saying, "Papang has a lot to do in his work and needs to go to a far place for the meantime." Rogelio started wooing a young and attractive woman, Jane, who he met during a music festival in the park. He took her on vacations. They went to Bangi, Pagudpud, La Union, Tagaytay, Baguio, Boracay, and they even went overseas, Singapore, Malaysia, Thailand, all the places they could think of. But then Rogelio lost his job. He ran out of money and consequently Jane left him. "I don't want to live with someone like you anymore," shouted Jane while slamming the door on his face. Soon, Rogelio got a call from his ex-wife. "Come to the hospital. Our son is sick." Mark had leukemia, cancer of the blood. But this did not stop Corazon from spending each day happily and positively with the other members of their family, as if each day is the most important day ever. When he saw his ex-wife, Rogelio realized something. He started to realize things. Everything. The truth came slapping him hard on the face. He understood why she seemed neglected to him. She had gray hair from worrying about the whole family. From him as well, when they were still together. The stress was breakfast, merienda, lunch, dinner, and sometimes even midnight snacks for Corazon. The sacrifices of a woman as a mother and wife to her family are incomparable. And Rogelio's betrayal only added her gray hair, as much as their son's sickness. Stretch marks were the consequences of their children being born. Rogelio and Corazon used to be so happy while starting their family in the small barangay of Camindoruan. They had 2 children, Mark and Krisa. Both of them were born at Pira Hospital in the neighboring town. She gained weight because she was busy keeping the house. Their house is not that big, but enough to tire someone who cleans alone. Their children were at the age where it was hard to tell them to do things. The use of smartphones has become another source of problem in the family. So, Corazon set the rules in everything. No Mobile Legends unless weekends. She simply had no time for herself. Corazon was simply overloaded. She is a public school teacher at Camindoruan Elementary School. Just this fact takes a lot of toll on her body, time, and energy. She wakes up at 4:30 a.m. every day to prepare and cook for the family. She irons the clothes, washes the dishes, and even takes care of their pigs. She's off to school at 7 in the morning and goes home at 4:30 in the afternoon. Teaching is not an easy job with all the things to be accomplished, but she still manages well. When she gets home, she starts immediately with the household chores, from cleaning to cooking to washing the dishes. Sometimes, she gets lucky and her children come up to help her after listening to a long sermon for them. She has committed herself fully to the family. Her family has always been a top priority for her. Rogelio felt ashamed for betraying his family. He wanted to fix everything. 1 month later, he met his ex-wife in the park. In just a month, she turned into a real beauty. Though she has always been like this, he just did not notice it. He realized that he loves her just as much as before. He decided to court her again, and this time, together with their children. He was determined to do whatever it takes to bring his family back, happy and contented together. But things were no longer like they were before. Corazon met a man who would accept all her flaws, and he showered her with love and all the time, bringing back the beauty that has always been in Corazon. He accepted and embraced her and the children as what a real good father and husband does. His name is Lito, and he is one of the smartest Filipino information technology experts based in Singapore. They met through social media. Although he is still courting her, they seemed happy and perfect together. While sitting in the same park, Rogelio saw Corazon and the children approaching. He stood, holding tightly a bouquet of roses for Corazon. He smiled at them, but suddenly there was Lito, with full smiles and a bouquet of the healthiest and most fragrant flowers too. Lito approached Corazon. She was perplexed, looking at the two men, with Lito saying, "To the most beautiful woman," while handing her the flowers. Her ex-husband pleaded, "Please forgive me and accept me once again. I promise you I won't let you cry again. I love you." Rogelio heard his son and daughter say, "Sana all," while giggling and teasing each other. Oh, how much Rogelio regrets trading his family for a fleeting infatuation. Corazon is still dumbfounded and looked at the sky as if asking for wisdom from above. Who is she going to choose? Will it be the past who's coming back and trying to fix everything, including her once broken heart? Or the present, who is willing to give the world to her? A woman is most beautiful when loved.